Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So your crush calls me Mapsy, but you can call me KingMabs. So on today's video, I am going to teach you guys the basics of highlighting and contouring, and we're going to be creating the subtle everyday look when you don't feel like being dramatic and adding on lashes. And I hope you learn a lot and enjoy today's video. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, the main focus of this video is the highlighting and contouring basics. That's why we are doing a little bit of a basic look. There is nothing dramatic with this makeup look. We can speak of it as an everyday makeup look. So what I am doing first is I am taking my foundation and I am applying it all throughout my face. I think I used 2 pumps of foundation actually, and if you can notice, I am not putting much foundation. Actually, I'm barely putting foundation underneath my eyes because I don't want my concealer to cake up. So I'm taking my Essence Camouflage concealer and I am putting it on the main focus areas, which is the inner corner of my eyes, the sides of my nose, and the outer corner of my eye, to create that, I don't know, like a cleaner look around the eyes. And also this step of putting it on the outer corner of your eyes helps when you're trying to clean up maybe your liquid liner. If you're still learning how to do liquid liner, it also helps to clean up your eyeshadow. If it was anywhere outside the barrier of your eyes, it helps clean up your eyeshadow as well. And I'm putting some on my chin as well. So I am going to start blending out the concealer on my chin, and I am going to let the concealer on the rest of my face chill a bit, because when it has chilled a bit, it's a bit thicker. I'm taking my Revlon colourstay concealer, the darker shade. I think it's in the shade espresso, and then I am putting it on the high points of my forehead. This concealer, guys, goes a long way. So a little goes a long way. As you can see, I had to spend a minute blending out, and you work as you go with this concealer. So as soon as you apply it, you quickly blend it out if you want that seamless look for your concealer, because lines of demarcation, honey, they're nobody's best friend. And then I'm going to add it to my cheekbones, and I'm doing the same thing of blending it out immediately so that it doesn't set or create a line of demarcation right on my cheekbones, because that's where people are gonna see when I take pictures. You will see that line, so it is very helpful to blend it out quickly. The formula of this concealer is very, 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 very amazing, and it has buildable coverage, so you can build the coverage, but I wouldn't advise to do so because we are trying to look seamless. Right now I am putting that concealer on my jawline. As you guys can see, my jaw is totally non-existent, so I wanted to create that illusion of a jaw. And if you have strong jawbones or visible jawbones, you can actually skip the step, but I find it necessary because my face is a bit chubby. And then I'm gonna start blending the concealer underneath my eyes. As you can see, it's actually very, very thick, and it has stayed on the underneath of my eyes for a little bit. So it's also easier to blend when it's like this, because your concealer doesn't become patchy or left because it has stayed for a minute, so it has started drying. So it's very difficult for it to move around, become patchy. You know, when your concealer just creates patches underneath your eyes, you just need to let it sit for a bit and then start blending it out. So with my forehead, I'm just gonna take the leftover from the sponge and blend it into my forehead, because I didn't feel the need for a highlight look on my forehead, because I was already wearing a ponytail and I didn't want my forehead looking extra big as it's big already. So now I am blending my darker concealer on the sides of my nose to I like a contoured nose, so it's nothing to do with hating myself or whatever, but I just like my nose to be contoured, and yeah, it makes my makeup look cleaner, I guess. And I'm taking that concealer onto my eyelids because I'm going to use my contour shade as eyeshadow, since we're going like basic. Yeah, this is when you don't feel like any eyeshadow basically. So now I am setting my under eye. I am taking my Maybelline pressed powder. I forgot to show it, I'm so sorry guys. I'm firstly blending out my under eye so that I'm not setting any creases into my skin, because nobody wants a creased under eye, baby. Yeah, nobody wants a creased under eye. So I'm just setting with my Maybelline powder, and I'm gonna set around my mouth as well, because that's a place where I highlighted, and my powder is in the shade Buff Beige, my Fit Me powder. And now I'm taking my Revlon Candid loose powder, and I am baking the sides of my nose. I believe in baking the sides of my nose because my nose becomes really oily. But if you have dry skin, I suggest you just skip the step. It's very unnecessary unless you oil up quickly and you don't want to be looking like a dry cake of makeup. So yeah, if you have dry skin, this step you can actually skip. And then I am taking that loose powder on the butt of my makeup sponge, and I am setting the rest of my face. That powder is basically translucent. It has sort of like a yellow undertone, so yeah. And also now I am taking my Essence compact powder. I forgot to show it as well, and I am setting everywhere where I had contoured. So basically my forehead, my cheekbones, and my jawline, and also my nose. And I am letting that powder sit on my nose, the one on the bridge of my nose, because it just, I don't know, it's habit. I don't even know what it does, but I think I am a creature of habit. So yeah, I am setting everywhere where I contoured, and then I am defining the nose contour on my nose, and I'm going to take a bit of that powder and add it to my eyelids, because it's what we will be using as eyeshadow when you just don't want too much eyeshadow. I believe in your contour powder. Now I am taking my Essence blush, and I am applying it to where you normally put your highlighter. So I don't put my blush on the cheeks of the apples of my cheeks. Actually, I just put it where I'd normally put my highlighter. It gives that lifted illusion to your makeup. And then I'm taking my Essence Lash Princess mascara. It's beat up. I've been using it for a minute, and I decided at this point that Nah man, let's really go basic and not even add eyelashes. So this look you can wear on an everyday basis or to the office or wherever. And I'm taking my Maybelline Lasting Fix Spray and I'm setting my makeup and I'm pushing it in with the sponge. That helps with the longevity of your makeup basically. So now I took my Wet n Wild highlighter, the one that I always use, and then I am using my fingers to highlight the bridge of my nose. I noticed that helps with a more, I don't know, blended look with your highlighter. And then I am highlighting my cheekbones right now, a little bit higher than I would highlight, so you are giving yourself that C shape. And that's it for today's video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. And don't forget to tag me if you recreate this look.